I'm Cara, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I make 2 videos a week all about being a toddler parent, so please make sure you've hit subscribe below if that's something that interests you so that you never miss a video. Today we're going to be talking about practical life activities for 18 to 24-month-old toddlers. Practical life activities are household chores, tasks that you can easily get your toddler involved in. Our son Ben is 21 months old, so first of all today I'm going to be sharing 10 really easy ways to get your toddler involved in practical life activities and show you us doing those with Ben. Then I'm going to be telling you why we do them and what the benefits are. So let's get started. In our kitchen, Ben knows exactly where to go to get his things to set the table before mealtimes. He's also great at helping to clear the table and tidy up after mealtimes too. Recently we've got Ben this little jug and it means that he can pour his own water at meal times. I've put just enough in it to fill the cup so it's not going to overflow. And getting toddlers to put things in the bin by themselves is something that Ben really enjoys and is a great habit to start. After mealtimes, we give Ben a cloth just to wipe up his tray on his high chair or his table. Getting toddlers to tidy up their own toys is also the perfect practical life activity and one which just makes our lives so much easier as parents. It means that we're not left with a huge mess at the end of the day. Essentially, we encourage Ben to tidy up each activity or each toy that he's playing with before he moves on to the next one. To encourage him to do this, essentially since he's been really small, we have always done it with him. We've modelled how it should be done and asked him to help. If he did help, great. If he didn't, we didn't necessarily push it. But now, as we've just continued to model it and time is going on, he is happy to do that. When we ask him to do it, he absolutely does, and we still help and model how it should be done.
Aufräumen.
We also don't necessarily give him a huge amount of praise for doing this. We thank him for doing it because we do think it should be something that becomes normal, something that he expects is just part of his routine as he grows up.
Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Thomas and Ben also have a weekly plant watering routine. This is something that Ben looks forward to every single week. We have to get in smaller child-sized watering cans, and we do actually have one, but this long spout on this one is ideal for reaching all the plants and make sure that it doesn't just spill all over the place. So we have been using this one for indoor plant watering.
Gießen, ja. Und das ist ein Benjamin. Und Gießen gehört dem Benjamin.
Ben also loves to get involved in flower arranging. Okay, do you want to pour your water in? Snip.
Tick, snip.
Snip. There you go.
Snip.
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 Snip. Washing windows or mirrors with some form of chemical-free cleaner is also a great activity for little hands. Okay, Ben, ready? You're going to squeeze it. Okay, ready? Go. Squeeze, pull. Oh, again. Again. Oh, again. Oh, perfect. Right, you clean the bottom and I'm going to clean the top. Using and mastering the spray bottle is also so great for his hand strength. Or you can clean it with your mouth, as Ben is demonstrating now. That water, vinegar and saliva. What is the point?
Point.
What's the point? We cleaned it and then you just put your mouth all over it again. Car washing is definitely a great one for summer. Are you making me away? Oh my goodness, our car is very, very, very dirty. Self-care is another great practical life activity that I think is really important to get toddlers involved in at a very young age. Obviously Ben still does need a little bit of help, so after he's brushed his teeth, I brush his teeth kind of again and just make sure that they are really clean, but it makes him feel really independent and something which he enjoys doing. We also get Ben involved in getting dressed and undressed. In the mornings I lay out a few weather appropriate options for him and let him choose what he wants to wear. He's also really great at pulling things over his head and pulling his trousers up and down now as well. And I'll also ask him once we've taken off his old clothes or pyjamas to put them into the washing basket. That's just a routine that I really hope will continue into the future as well. Which ones? You choose.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it to me. Thank you. And which shorts? You choose the shorts. Those shorts. Washing basket. Thank you. Oh! Oh! Hey, let's put them on. You can put them on yourself, okay? I've just come back from doing the shopping and Ben really loves to help put the shopping away. Of course when he's helping it takes a lot longer than if I was just doing it by myself, but it's really great for building vocabulary because he's learning the words for everything as he's taking it out, and it's also good for him to get to know what the raw foods look like.
Cookie. Cookie.
Yeah, cucumber, thank you.
Yum.
Gold.
Yeah.
Oranges.
Apples.
Apples. Yum. Yeah, they're sweet. Now that lockdown measures have started to ease, we're able to spend a little bit of time in my parents' garden, getting Ben involved in a little bit of gardening. Filling the washing machine is another great practical life activity.
Mint. Pants.
Pants, yeah, pants. Sorting the dry washing is also a great activity. Ben loves to pair socks and he actually enjoys this activity so much that sometimes we reset this activity up for him because it keeps him entertained for a really long time.
Mommy.
Thank you. Where's this other sock? Where's the sock that matches that one?
There. There.
Thank you.
Same.
Where's the other socks? Where's the other one that matches that?
There.
Is it?
No. Yeah.
Same?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There.
It's also super easy to get your toddler involved in the kitchen. This is something that I'm doing a lot anyway, so why not get Ben involved in doing it too? Things like cutting soft fruit, flipping pancakes, basic baking are all really easy ways to get your toddler in the kitchen, and something which, at least for my toddler, is a real highlight of the day. Ben is also an absolutely amazing eater, and I really think that having him involved in the kitchen has had a really positive impact on that. I just want to quickly add that these practical life skills are not really like chores. They're not things that we expect Ben to do. When we are doing them, we invite him to join in with us if he wants to. Brilliant. And at the moment, he actually does most of the time. He really enjoys doing them. But if he doesn't, that's also okay. Or if he wants to help for a little bit and then go and play with his toys, that's also fine. We also know that he might go through stages where he's less interested in it, and we're definitely prepared for that, and we'll just continue to invite him to do those with us and model how they should be done. So hopefully you've seen that Ben really enjoys doing these practical life activities with us. But why do we think as parents that it's important to do them? First of all, I think it helps foster early independence. So obviously all of these tasks are a learning process. We've worked with Ben over a period of time before he's mastered them or accomplished them. And when he does get there, when he's mastered the skill, there's such a feeling of accomplishment and independence. Secondly, I think that ultimately it makes our lives easier if Ben can set his own place at the table at meal times, if he can get himself dressed, even if he can just go and get his shoes when we're on our way out. It saves us time, and also it's something that hopefully will continue into the future. These skills are all skills that he will need in life, so actually understanding them and mastering them at a young age can only be beneficial. We also hope that in doing these early, he will be intrinsically motivated to do them as he goes through life, and that ultimately there won't be a need for any form of reward or chore chart, because it's just part of life and he's accepted it as part of life and something that everyone should contribute to within our family. Through the practical life activities, we're also able to give Ben an element of responsibility and make him really feel like a fully fledged member of our family. Of course, this responsibility is age appropriate. We're not asking him to do anything that is completely out with the realms of possibilities for toddlers, but he does have responsibility just like the rest of us. It's also much easier for me to get things done around the house when I actually just involve Ben in those daily household tasks and chores. Of course, sometimes it does take longer when you have a toddler in tow, but I think it's worth it. And finally, coming from a teaching background, one of the things that I love most about practical life activities is that we're able to develop gross and fine motor skills in a really realistic, meaningful context. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you have any other ideas for practical life activities that really work for this age group, or if you're already doing any of these practical life activities, how do they work for you? I have a full playlist with loads more toddler activity ideas, so I'll make sure I'll link that at the end of this video for you in case you're looking for other things to do to keep your toddler busy at home. Finally, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you'll join me again in a future video. Bye bye!